We're just going to wait to see if people show up again. There may be someone else live at the moment, and that's why no one is here. But I'm sure there's some true Lack fans out here. Oh, what's up, Palps? Hello there. Do it. I was just live a little while ago. The chat froze up, but I continued anyway. And I did want to say, and you're the only one here, Palp, so I'll tell you, but like, I want to give a special I love you and thank you to Dean at Geek Strong. Damn it. I have drunk quite a bit of this bottle, and I forgot to say I love you, Dean. And I love you too, Palps. I know you were at the last stream. My chat froze up and shit got fucked up. Are you doing well? There's a fucking massive storm going on outside, so yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, fucking Dean's a cool cat, ain't he? But anyway, yeah, if there's any, I don't anticipate this to, or I do anticipate that we might end up having some trouble because it is fucking, can you hear that? Can you hear that? Let's see. Yeah! Excuse me. So, yeah, what's going on, Palps? How you doing, brother? All right, that Aston Martin looked fucking sick that you did with the metallic paint. Yeah, no worries. I did see you there. And was that thunder? Yeah, it's like cats and dogs out there, son. It is not, you do not want to be out there. You do not want to be out there. Yeah, that was thunder. Yeah, the last stream was pretty good. Lobot sent me dude, I still can't get over. There's so much fucking cool shit, man. So much fucking cool shit. And is there someone else live? There might be somebody else live in the community. So I didn't check. I realized that I didn't shout out Geek Strong. And I was like, man, that's pretty fucking lame of me to do that. But so I wanted to hop back on and I have some figures I want to open too. If anybody else shows up, I have been saving this Duke for no apparent reason. And I got this guy, Flint. Oh, there's Magnificent Kaboom. Not in the chat, but he just commented on something. I got this Flint, which I really got for the beret, I think. I need to get that Tiger Force. Is it Flint? Is there a Tiger Force Flint that has like a red beret? I need to get that. But yeah, shout out to Geek Strong. Also, shout out to Gary's Grails. He has been admitted into the hospital, so let's make sure to pray for him. Praying for you too, Palps. Have safe travels, my friend. Please be safe. My mustache needs my Mrs. Sivrak seat needs a fucking trim. So yeah, that's thunder. So I don't, if the stream abruptly ends, that's because we lost power or something, and or lightning was struck. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing good, Palpy. Yeah, that Aston Martin was fucking fire. The metallic paint, and then I saw your Instagram post, and it looked like you might have put like a dew tone on it. Like, did you do like matte fenders or something? I've been drinking, so my focus isn't great. But yeah, I was gonna edit another video and stay off the tubes for a while. Hey, someone else is here. What's up, number 2? What's up, number 2? We're giving a special Magnificent Kaboom! Hey, top shelf, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Long time no see. I hope you're doing good. Oh, let me pick this. Let me pick this MP5 up off the floor here. You missed a good stream a minute ago, Magnificent Kaboom. The chat had frozen. Yeah, well, he can. Yeah, too bad he painted his gray. He can always repaint it though, right? I don't know. Are those metal or plastic? I mean, I'm sure he can sand it and repaint it, or who knows? Um, yeah, the primer gray. The primer gray is kind of cool though. Like I'm kind of an old hot rodder kind of a dude. Mr. Kane, hello. I just did a stream a little while ago. I opened a box that came from Lobot and Mark, and there was some amazing shit in it. And Mr. Kane probably remembers when Mark picked this up, the Sideshow Crazy Horse. And also, there's a video on Mark's channel about this Battle of Little Bighorn game. But I have to say, if you missed the last stream, and Mr. Kane, you're a Britisher, right? I want to show you this, because this was the... So we have a Les Kellett handbill. I don't know if Les Kellett is my favorite wrestler, but he's by far my favorite British wrestler. And if he's not my favorite, he's my consistent favorite. He's my consistent favorite. Like there's American wrestlers, like some weeks I think this guy's my favorite, and some guy I think that's my favorite, you know what I mean? But look at old Les Kellett. Palps, you're a Britisher. Do you remember Les Kellett? And check this out. Let's see if I can get it back out of here, because you can't see it too good in this film thing. Nice, yes, very nice. But check this out, man. Let me see. How do you open this prick? That's what you... So this is a 1969 wrestling ticket. And on the back of it is an autograph by Les Kellett. How fucking badass. I'm still beside myself on that. And we also got the wrestler, 67? Look at Les Kellett. Yeah. Well, Palps, I understand that. Most people only remember Giant Haystacks and Big Daddy and Pat Roach and maybe Adrian Street, McManus, Catweasel, maybe. But Les Kellett, who's this older gentleman right here, he was a pig farmer from Bradford, I believe. And he was considered the hardest man in wrestling. And everybody was fucking scared of him. And he was born in like 1919. Didn't really super become famous till the 60s. He was on the card quite a bit. And then in the 70s, when they had like World of Sport wrestling and stuff, then when they started showing it a lot. Yeah, McManus. Yeah, with his fucking Dracula hair. But if you're ever, hanging out at the house and doing nothing, check out some Les Kellett. There's quite a few matches on YouTube that feature Les Kellett. And also there's a great YouTube channel. I think it's originally a podcast. But then they cut parts of it and put it on YouTube. But it's called Wrestle Me, and they have a couple really good short biographies on Les Kellett. But yeah, Les Kellett is like a fucking Yorkshire fucking pig farmer. Hey! No, this is actually a new one. Shanty. Yeah, I had to take a break, and the chat froze on me and that fucking shit too. But yeah, we went for like an hour, and then I took a break, made some more coffee, and now we're talking British wrestling at the moment, just because we have quite a few Britishers in there. But yeah, Les Kellett, if you're a fucking... He is the only person who did comic wrestling super well. And even though he was kind of funny and did some comedy, you still knew that like he was a bad man. But yeah, Les Kellett, fucking definitely my favorite British wrestler. Big Daddy was also a favorite, definitely, because I mean, talk about like Big Daddy's like I mean, he's like the Captain America of England, right? Like, I mean, he was Big Daddy, you know, and like that was back when you could call someone daddy and it not be like a sexual thing, but like you know, he was everybody's dad and uncle and shit, you know, like fucking Big Daddy was super cool. Shirley Crabtree was his name, and he was quite now in the older days when you see a lot of his footage now, you know, he was getting pretty old, but still, you know, pretty athletic for a fucking I don't know how much he weighed, but like gotta be in the close to 500, right? That's a big man. That's a big man, thick. And did Big Daddy not have a Guinness World Record for a while for the biggest chest, like 60 plus 60 inches chest or something like that? He's a big man. When he got older, he got pretty fat, as we all fucking do, you know, in the midsection here. But big boy, big fucking boy, that guy. I believe Dick the Bruiser. I don't know if y'all remember Dick the Bruiser. He was a fucking American wrestling. He played for the Green Bay Packers from like 1951 to 57 or something like that. I believe he also held a Guinness World Record as the largest chest there for a while. But yeah, I like all man. Back in the day when wrestlers looked like your fucking dad, right? Because like you look at some of those bodybuilders and stuff, and like my dad was a boxing coach. I did Golden Gloves for about 15 years, and the first thing that you really do learn when you're in any kind of actual sport is those bodybuilder guys, you know, like they go to the gym, like Schwarzenegger and those guys, like they look good and they win a lot of, and Dean could maybe attest to this. Of course, Dean was a lower weight class, so his training might be different. But like those really big fucking dudes, like they're real strong and everything. But like you know, when they go to the gym, they do low reps and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? What is that called? It's like anaerobic versus aerobic exercising, you know. And anyway, when I box, like there was some other teams that would like always show up with these bodybuilder dudes, and everybody would be like, "Oh fuck," they'd be real scared and shit. But those guys would throw 3 punches and they'd be fucking done. You know, their muscles would load up and they'd get fucking tight, and then they couldn't do anything. They would just be fucking frozen. What is exercising? Well, the only exercising Lat gets anymore is the 2 F's, and that's fucking and fighting. I've reached the. I mean, I don't know. I do my gata outside the Indian workout mace, and you know, I try to do it every morning. But I try to do my push-ups and my burpees and stuff. But like this morning, I didn't do much because I immediately got into this bottle. But you know, fucking and fighting is still 2 pretty good fucking exercises. Yeah. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Yeah, fucking and fighting. That's the only exercise Lat gets anymore. Like I said, I do my it's called a gata. It's also called an Indian dot Indian, not feather Indian, workout club, and I learned that from Carl Gotch. Yes, sex burns. Fuck yeah, it does. Especially when you get into some of that trick fucking. Am I right? Eh? Some of that trick fucking, little upside down on the wall. Anyway, it's great. Like I said earlier, Shanty, in Rum's stream, my wife was a Alabama State rodeo champion. So like, you know, she's got the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, we're just fucking hanging out. Do I know how to fucking put guests on here? There's a button here that says guests. Let's see what that does. If the stream fucking ends, come back, because I'm gonna start it. Because it's raining. The missus is at work. I'm home alone. I'm a bit lonely. I miss you guys. I miss you all, truly. And I did want to get back on because, like, man, the chat froze and I shouted out some people and I forgot Geek Strong and like motherfuckers, that's like the second time I've done that, and I feel real bad because Dean and I know he's not here, I guess, but I want to say this anyway. So when me and the missus got married in Alaska, oh there he is! I was just about to say some sweet shit about you, Dean. Who back? Lack is back, back again, back in the saddle again. Anyway, when I got married in Alaska, Dean made some really amazing video. I'm gonna get all choked up. He made some really amazing videos of me and the missus, like a commemorative. Um, anyway, it was really sweet. And Dean is one of the most thoughtful people on our community. He really is. And the the song that Dean used, right? Yeah, if you speak my name. Well, I said it 3 times. But the song that Dean used, man, every time the missus is driving and hears that song, I believe it's called, God, I can't think of the name of it, but I can't think of the name of it. But anytime the song is, no, it's not porn. No, he made a sweet, like, slideshow video of photos of me and the missus, and he put it to music. And it's one of the sweetest things. It's one of the sweetest things anybody's ever really done. And, but anyway, I just, Dean, I love you, man. And I definitely, great shirt. Yes. Great shirt. You're talking to me? Yeah, man of bronze, Doc Savage. And then on the bottom, way down here, it says, world's first superhero. World's first superhero. Anyway, I know everybody is subscribed to Dean, and I can't really do anything to help grow his channel, but I would like to help grow his ego and say Dean is one of the sweetest, kindest people that I've ever really known in my life. And he does deserve the accolades of that, for sure. I love you, Dean. And really, everybody in the chat, man. I mean, Shandy, you're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're very entertaining, and give our love to Josh. Magnificent Kaboom, you're top shelf, obviously. I love that you stop by my videos and make comments. And Pod Racing Palpatine, exquisite, exquisite customs. And I like the way you do unique. Man, the Baby Yoda TIE Fighter was like I have been working on a skull with TIE Fighter wings. It's kind of like a Robo Skull crossover. And when I saw your fucking Baby Yoda on the Vader's TIE Fighter, I was like, son of a bitch, that's fucking awesome. You know what I mean? I was like, motherfucker. Why didn't I think of that? But super cool work. Let me see. Thanks, Lank. I love all you goofball. Yeah, we love you too. That's the thing about this community. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's all about, and like there are people, and I don't, I'm not gonna, but there are people who are in our community who I've noticed are like, there's different levels, you know what I mean? There is really the community, and then there's like some fringe people who are, like, sometimes people will talk about the community, but like they don't really associate with people who aren't monetized, or like they don't have 1,000 subs, and like you can kind of tell that some people are only really out there to make their channel bigger or to get more popularity. And and then like you can tell that there are some people who are like kind of showing up to like sell you shit. And I don't think I'm the only person that notices that, but there is a group. There is a core group. I might have to draw. Yeah, I love Doc Savage, man. But there is a core group. And the people in the chat right now are definitely in that group. And there is so many more. that it's a blessing. It really is. It really is to be able to get on here and to just be fucking lacking off, and like I'm always humbled by people who are like, "Hey, let's go see what the fuck Lack is doing." You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Everybody, if you're not one of the 7 people subscribed to Pod Racing Palpatine, go do it. I think I'm one of those 7, but yeah, Shanty, you're a smart person. Not that there's people that I mean, there are people that aren't smart, but yeah, I definitely have seen that. Like I've definitely seen that, and it makes me sad. Especially if you think like you never want to feel like you've been bamboozled, you know what I mean? And so you're like, oh, I really like this person and they're really, I appreciate them and they say they appreciate the community and then you find out later you're like, oh, like maybe it's an act or something. I don't know. Yeah, lack should never be forgotten. Let's see, I picked this up the other day. So I didn't back the cantina, right? And I felt obligated to because I'm lack. Um, but between the price and the timing, I was thinking like, and then I get kind of mad at Hasbro about shit. You know what I mean? And so I think I'm better off as a standing in the community to say, hey, I am lack Sivrak and I didn't back the cantina. But I have been toying with the idea of doing a large Jabba's Palace display, right? And like I'll get the Book of Boba Fett throne, and I'll put fucking lack on it. But I picked this guy up the other day because this is Brock Starsher. But I'm as Lack Sivrak, obviously. Like I'm totally into the background obscure characters. And this is definitely one of them. And then out in the war room, I have a Bane Millar, and then that Rum Slag from one of the prequels. And anyway, I think those guys are cool. But I am toying with the idea of getting the Book of Boba Fett throne room. And that's the other thing I think. I think Jabba's Palace you have the opportunity of putting more figures in a Jabba's Palace display than the cantina, right? Like Vader's not gonna go to the cantina, but there's plenty of comics and plenty of stories that we've had where Vader does go talk to Jabba, and even like Clone Wars, right? Like Anakin and Obi-Wan, everybody's gone to Jabba's palace for one reason or another. So I think there's more displayability with figures and stuff. I picked this up too I picked these up when I was with Super John. I went and visited him. I just don't have the room to put stuff. Yeah. Yeah, ship it out, baby. I have a room. I have the war room out there, which I haven't been to in a while. So, like, my ex was, I had to create a room. Yeah, not, yeah, Evie. Yeah, this is a great, and I'm pretty sure if you want this character, Power of the Force 2 is still your only option, right? They've never made this figure. Anyway, I like had to buy a shed and I insulated it and put power in it. And I did all this because I was like forced in my own house to be out there. Well, my new wife is like, but you see, I'm like in the living room and I have this pegboard. So, and I have a spare room, that's really kind of full of junk right now to keep the house somewhat in order. But I would like to create an entire room for the collection and get like a desktop in there so we can do this and whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jabba's Palace I think has a much more display. Anybody in the Star Wars universe can be in Jabba's Palace, whereas the Cantina, um, you're not just limited to the people you saw in the cantina. You can obviously put any bounty hunters or anybody from Jabba's palace in like Dengar and Boba Fett can be in the cantina. Um, But, you know, the rebel brass or imperial officers or Vader, um, all of those people, and we've seen them in the comics, can go talk to Jabba, right? Like Yoda might go talk to Jabba, but Yoda's probably not going in the cantina, you know? So I've been toying with the idea of that. I have, these are the only two I have in here, but I have probably 5 more out in the war room out there, where I have a huge wall of which I need to do a tour at some point, but I have a huge fucking wall of figures out there. So, oh, we're down to 2. Hey, if someone else is live, let me know, because I don't have to be here. I don't want to be. I mean, there's only 2 people in here, so I'm obviously not competing with anybody, right? You're like, Lack has 2, and so has 500 million people in their chat. So it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, Lobot sent me some amazing shit, you guys. Some amazing shit. Since there's only 2 of us in here, let me see how to. Oh, I'm still here. That's so great. I'm gonna touch this button that says guests. I'm not sure if that's a good idea though. You know, because I'm not sure if it says I'm looking at Bandai model kits. Well, yeah, that's cool. You're grand, Black. Oh, thank you. That slide of Black talking to the chicken claw dude probably has a name. Oh yeah, this you're talking about Dice Ibogan, and that's who you're talking about, right? It's got to be, because that's what the slide is. This on the back is the same as the slide right there. So that's Dicey Boggin, and that is a chick, and she is force sensitive, and she's the one who convinces Lack. Oh, thank you. She's the one who convinces Lack to become a member of the Rebel Alliance, right? And these 2 actually become lovers, because this is a female. But yeah, so these 2 get busy, and they are both at the Battle of Hoth. She dies at the Battle of Hoth. Lax Sivrak becomes a. Do y'all know the whole story of Lax Sivrak? I may have never told it, and you can get this. Actually, part of it is on the back. If you have this, you can read part of that story on here. Actually, it says the Shavastine Wolfman, expert hunter, tracker, and Imperial World Scout, meets the mysterious rebel Florin Lamproid Dice Ibogan. The 2 would become rebel warriors and fight in the Battle of Hoth. It says it right there. But yeah, Lax Sivrak worked for the Empire, and he was a scout and a tracker and a hunter, much like a Davy Crockett. Oh yeah, where there's a hole, it's possible, Palpatine. I mean, you know that. Come on. You know that. You know that. It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. So Lack was an Imperial scout and a hunter and a tracker. And he, oh my gosh, somebody is here. Somebody's here. Somebody is here. Hold the phone. All right. Actually, nobody is here. It was a package. It was a package. What is this? Oh, I was really concerned. So I have this. No, no. They did knock like that, though. I was waiting for them to be like. Um, I have this friend who shows up at the most inopportune times, and like every time they leave, I throw salt out the door because that's supposed to make it where they never come back. And I thought that's who that was, and I was like, motherfucker. But no, we have a package. Let's open this. This is from our friend Big Mike at Manic Plastic Toys. Is everybody still around? Hello there. Hey, Mark, you missed the stream earlier, my friend, where we opened the box from you and Lobot. But since you are here, I do want to say, man, thank you very much. We just got done with it not too long ago, but this is awesome. I have the Battle of Little Bighorn right down here. That's fucking awesome. And I have to say, and I know this is from Lobot, but I have to say, dude, am I the only person in America with a Les Kellett autograph? I think so. Mark is on the hashtag Let's Get a Les Kellett fucking action figure, which is obviously way too long for a hashtag, but we might have to just Les Kellett. Yeah, Mark, we were talking about British wrestlers and, Cat Weasel and McManus and Pat Roach and Giant Haystacks and Adrian Street. Adrian Street and William Regal are probably the only two British wrestlers. Well, I guess Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. And what was the other guy's name? Davey Boy Smith and the other one. They're probably the only ones that really made it over here, right? To huge stardom. Adrian Street was huge when he was here, but it was, pre like Vince McMahon type shit. So he never made it as big as he should have. But the British Bull, yeah, Kendo Nagasaki. Fuck yeah. Kendo Nagasaki was cool. So just real quick, so this is from Manic Plastic Toys if you're in America, or if you're in England, anywhere. But this guy's in America. But he sells loose figures, and he has great prices on them. And so I picked up these two figures. They were like $8 or $10 a piece. And, some of them might be used for customs and some of them aren't. This is complete. Here are the two hands. And let me close that back up before I lose them. This is the Uncanny X-Men Wolverine with the two head sculpts. Very cool. Yeah, this was like $8 or $10, free shipping. So, can you beat that? Hello, Mary. Yeah, Kendo Nagasaki. But yeah, that's a great for the price. That's awesome. So definitely go check out Manic Plastic Toys. Tell them Lax sent you. This one I definitely got for the second head sculpt and the claws. This one is also complete. This is the cowboy hat Wolverine. And he's got his red katana, which will probably be painted because I don't need a red katana. He's got both hands, and he's got the cowboy hat head. But again, both of these were like $8 or $10 and free shipping for America. So, yeah, that's a great head sculpt. I like, great prices from Mike. Mary knows. Great prices from Mike. So always, if you're looking for something loose, he does have stuff that's in box, so don't not go over there because I said it's mostly loose. But the prices are unbeatable. So go through, check it out. I do enjoy Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but I do like these animated, like Wolverine looks like that. Like Hugh Jackman isn't. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, but he's not Wolverine, right? Like our generation of Wolverine is definitely more this guy, right? So And I do plan on getting probably the new Deadpool Wolverine Hugh Jackman figure, but I will probably put on one of these older head sculpts. So I picked this up. Not a big fan of the claws like most people, but I do like the figure otherwise. And I thought if the claws come out of this guy's hand, which I'm sure they do, right? I thought it would be fairly easy to replace those hot metal claws with the claws off of this guy. So, and then we can have like a regular, because everything else I think is great about this figure, you know. But I have no the red claws could also be fucking painted, but I might have to pick up a second one of these because this fucker, I've had it for a couple days and wasn't opening it until I got this figure to see if I could change the claws out. But this son of a bitch looks fucking good hanging on the wall up there, right? So I might have to pick up another one just to hang on the wall. I don't know who got me into the on card thing because I've never really been much. But like everybody, like you have limited space to display and da 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 da. So it kind of dictates at some point you become a need that. What do you need? At some point it dictates that you kind of become an inbox collector. You know, we got the vintage Dick Tracy figures up here. There's Flat Top. That's not an easy one to find on card. What do you need? You need which one? This one? Um, yeah, Mark, you and Lobot sent an amazing package. You'll have to catch the rewatch on that live stream to get all the accolades that you deserve on it. Let's see if this Wolverine, World War II, Daniel Boone, combat knife. Definitely my favorite fucking knife. I have some other figures to open, but let's open this guy. Let's open this guy and see if we can't take his claws out and put that other Wolverine's claws in there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a super nice box of collectibles and a lot of super vintage 60s and 70s Western stuff. The Les Kellett is just mind blowing. Yeah, no, I'm glad too. I wasn't worried because I knew Lobot was like working and out of town and he probably hadn't sent it yet, so I wasn't worried. But yeah, it's amazing, Mark, and the Sideshow Crazy Horse, I know you got a great price on that because in this country it is mega expensive. Mega expensive. Oh, look, the lever actually works. That's cool. I mean, it is Sideshow. So what do you expect? God, that's so cool, Mark. Yeah, this is super cool. I have to redo. I have a shelf over there that has a lot of Western stuff, John Wayne stuff, but I need to redo it. Maybe even pick a different spot so I can put all of this. Like I'm gonna add the Sideshow Crazy Horse. All right, pardon the. I guess some people like this noise, but I'm not one of them. Let's get this Wolverine out. And we'll keep his head in there for right now so we don't lose it. Do these claws come out? It looks like they do not. Wow, the only Wolverine whose claws. Oh, you did? Wow, that's cool. Wow, you got those for 18 pounds? That's amazing. That is amazing, Mark. That's a great fucking price. Only fucking Wolverine whose claws are not removable. I guess because they knew, like, well, we better not make these ones removable because people will just buy it and replace the claws. Right? But they can be I guess they can be painted, but they would be hard to do. You know, without getting any paint splatter. The hands could maybe be removed and replaced, but why would you do that? Still a great figure, though. Still a great figure. And I wanted this head sculpt for another figure anyway, so. And this one and that one are similar, but they are, you know, that's a wicked motherfucker right there, isn't it? Yeah, Wolverine was always cool. You remember that wrestler Chris Benoit? I'm sure you do. But like he was cool because he was called the Wolverine. And Chris Benoit could have played, you know, if he did his hair and wasn't so fucking roid raged out about shit, he probably could have been a good Wolverine. But I don't know if he could act or whatever. Uh um yeah, you're right. I could just find extra yellow hands with claws probably somewhere. This guy's got yellow gloves. We would need blue gloves. There's definitely no reason why these are. I like the shape. That's the one thing about these claws is they have a really cool shape. I like the shape of those claws more so than this generation of. You know, these are just like spindly. These are not. These are better claws. But yeah, we could probably tape those. I cannot believe they made. I mean, these are gotta be removable. They're just like glued in there. So maybe some heat. Bring me the heat, man. Maybe some heat could get those out. But yeah, cool Wolverine, bro. And I'm still looking for some brown suit Wolverines. Because brown suit Wolverine is. Hey, Baz! Yeah, Henry Cavill Wolverine figure, please. Yeah, why not? Why not? Baz, how are you, sir? Great stream. What was that, yesterday? I think that was yesterday. Yeah, it was, because I had to leave a little early. Me and the missus went to a rodeo yesterday, which was pretty bad. My wife is an ex-Alabama rodeo champion, and she knows her shit. And I've been around horses my young adult life when I used to be a big game guide in Montana and Alaska. And I can ride and rope, and I've seen a lot of fucking good rodeos. The one last night was fucking shit, bro. I mean, it was bad. And it was supposed to be professional, and like, these motherfuckers were terrible. They were fucking terrible. God, I mean, I could have outrode a couple of those motherfuckers. It was bad. But yeah, that's a good looking Wolverine right there, too. I'm glad you're well, Baz. It's lovely to see you, sir. We had a long stream just a little while ago that we ended, and where Lobot and Mark had pooled their powers of awesomeness and sent a box, and it had some amazing stuff in it. Just amazing stuff. A lot of cool vintage stuff. A lot of cool Western memorabilia. But I have to say, the Les Kellett autograph is just fucking. Yeah, it is a rodeo every night for life. That's what I told Baz yesterday. I said, I have to go. I'm taking the missus to the rodeo, and then when we get back, we're going to have our own rodeo. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, great stuff in that box, dude. Sideshow, check that out, Baz. Sideshow Crazy Horse. I think this is called Six Gun Legends, this line. Fairly obscure. Look at the moccasins on that. Very cool. A lot of detail. Very cool stuff, man. And Lobot sent me a bunch of smaller 3 3/4 inch figures. He sent me this Action Force. I believe that's an SAS guy, right? Yeah, with the black, with the thing on his face. Got some Frostbite. I have stuff stacked here. Sent me a frostbite, which is very cool. Sent me the arm to the Cat 2 that I was missing, which is very awesome. Very cool. I believe Brett sent me that cap too. I could be wrong, so don't get mad at me if I misquoted who sent me that. It's been a couple years. But yeah, awesome stuff. But yeah, we're just having a good time. We're just fucking lacking off. Got this cool book from, I believe, from Lobot, but this might be from Mark. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Long? Good to see you, young man. We're just going through some. Mr. Long, you're a Britisher. You're younger, so you may not know who this is, but you are a redcoat. Do you know Les Kellett, the hardest man in wrestling? The pig farmer from Bradford? Yeah? Greatest British wrestler of all time, right there. Les Kellett. Lobot found me that. He also found me this handbill. Les Kellett. That's him right there. This is from 1971. This Wrestler magazine is from 1967. Very cool. And then we have a ticket here from 1969, right? And on the back of it is the Les Kellett autograph. How fucking cool is that? Ash. So I'm going to take these to, I think the place is maybe Michael's or maybe Hobby Lobby. I think they're both you can do, but they do like custom. Oh yeah, Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks. Well, Les Kellett was right in there with them. Yeah, Les Kellett was right in there with them. Les Kellett was actually probably a little bit before, and may have retired before. When was Big Daddy's last match? 80 something, right? Ma Ann, easy. Yeah, Big Daddy was fucking great, wasn't he? I mean, he was like the fucking Hulk Hogan. Not Hulk Hogan through his whole career, but like, pinnacle Hulk Hogan, pinnacle Hulk Hogan in the height of Hulkamania, was like, that's what Big Daddy was, right? I mean, like, he was the fucking, he was the guy, right? But I forever will be a Les Kellett fan, and then maybe Adrian Street. Man, I thought Adrian Street was a bad mamma jamma, like in real life too, And like Mark said, Kendo Nagasaki, very cool. McManus, McManus. I know you remember him, right? He had a pretty long career. But yeah, there's some good British wrestlers, man. There was some good British shit. And William Regal, William Regal was fucking amazing, especially in his younger days. Even when he came over, Giant Haystacks, if you remember, Giant Haystacks had a short run in the WWF where he was billed as Loch Ness. Do you remember that? And he retired. Yeah, William Regal is a legend. He retired fairly soon after that because he was diagnosed with God, I can't remember what he had now, but I believe it was a type of cancer. I believe it was. But yeah, Giant Haystacks was Loch Ness in WWF for a very, very short time. Very short time. And he was getting pretty old and stuff, but that's what happens to all of us, is it not? Yeah, William Regal is a legend. I met Adrian Street. They used to, over in Alabama, where my wife is from, they used to have wrestling like every month. This was years ago when I first came down here. But I met Adrian Street over there, and I met Hillbilly Jim, and I feel like there was somebody else. But yeah, Adrian Street is definitely one of the top. And Cat Weasel was fun to watch, but you know, there was a point where you're like, he only had like his one shtick. But Cat Weasel was fun, and everybody loved Cat Weasel. He was like everybody's crazy fucking uncle, right? And yeah, man, the old school wrestling was fucking awesome. What about I mean, there's not a lot of older people here. I mean, even you fellas that are a little bit older, like, I mean, man, Jackie and Roughhouse and Don Fargo, um, God, Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher. Man, the Crusher was the man who made Milwaukee famous. Yeah, man, 60s wrestling was the fucking shit. 60s wrestling was the bomb.com, for real. And 70s was really good. 80s was the territory days were where it was at. And this is unpopular to modern wrestling fans, because to modern wrestling fans, there is nothing else but WWF Vince McMahon. But, Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon, to me, he really ruined wrestling. Like, I always thought that, Vince McMahon did all that to like piss his dad off, really. you know your era is the Rock, Mankind, Triple H. Yeah, I kind of was out of it by then, because it was just, you know I just think Vince McMahon fucking ruined real wrestling. You know what I mean? There was a time, kayfabe, in the 60s and the 70s and most of the 80s. Like, there was a time when people were, oh, it's fake. And then every once in a while there'd be a match and you'd be like, fuck, but maybe not this one. Maybe not this one. But by the time Vince came along, and then of course he's the one who publicly, he was like, oh yeah, no, this is not a sport. This is entertainment. And he did that so he wouldn't have to pay people's medical bills. Yeah, he turned wrestling into, it was maybe not necessarily believable. Like, you remember when Kendo Nagasaki fucking hypnotized the one guy when he pulled his mask off, and then he hypnotized him, and like, the whole crowd went, ugh, what the fuck's going on here? But yeah, I do not appreciate Vince McMahon. I wouldn't piss in that fucker's mouth if his teeth was on fire. Do not like Vince McMahon at all. But man, the territory days, when people, that was fucking good shit. Oh yeah, that was legendary. What about the before Shawn Michaels did his ladder match with Razor Ramon? Remember, he had that ladder match with Bret Hart, which really, the ladder match was a Canadian. That was like a Canadian thing, And Bret Hart's the one who came up with that first idea in the WWF. Hey, let's have a ladder match. I did not. When Hogan came back and did the NWO and Sting and stuff, like, I tried to watch some of that, because at least there was some old dudes in it. You know what I mean? But I would say by the early 90s, I was fucking out. Bro. I was just like, what the fuck is this shit? Too much talking, too much bullshit, But man, the 60s and the 70s, that was the fucking best wrestling ever, And one of the great things about British wrestling, the Carl Gotch days and the Les Kellett, and there was, Billy Robinson. Am I getting that right? Amazing wrestler and legit wrestlers, And when those guys put on an arm bar in those days, you as the audience went, oh yeah, that looks like that fucking hurts. But now it just doesn't ring like that, But Vince is the one, he didn't make it sports entertainment for the benefit of the crowd and the benefit of anything, except that if it was a sport, he was going to have to pay medical bills to people, and he was going to be more financially responsible for the athletes. And, you know, he found out, you know, loophole legalese, that if it's a TV show, if it's entertainment, then he wouldn't have to fork out all that fucking money. And that's why he did it. You know, I don't know. If I met Vince McMahon, I'd punch that fucker in the throat. I really would. I just, fuck that guy, dude. Fuck that guy. Do not enjoy any of his fucking shit. At all. At all. And, you know, turning Andre the Giant into a heel was just like WrestleMania, what was that, WrestleMania 3? Man, and that whole run up until then to pit Andre the Giant against Hulk, like, nah, that was a bad move, dude. Bad move, you know. And that was really kind of the start where a lot of people, they were like, well, if you're gonna make me choose between Andre and Hulk, I'm not fucking picking Hulk, you know, because Andre was already just established as the pinnacle of fucking wrestling and good guys and the gentle giant and the guy that everybody fucking liked, you know. So, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. He was what was his masked persona? Blue Thunder or something? Because he wasn't gonna wrestle in that match as Owen Hart. He was gonna. Hey, Lobot! I did open the box, young man. There is a live stream separate from this one that we just did a little bit ago. So definitely catch that. Lobot, I cannot, and everybody in the chat can. Blue Blazer, there you go. Blue Blazer, thank you. Blue Thunder, that's a fucking helicopter. My bad. Lobot, the chat. You have to go back and watch the other live. And everybody in the chat can attest that I have been. Hey, what's going on, Tez? Good to see you, young man. Long time no see, brother. Tez is of the generation. Look at this, Tez. Look what Lobot sent me. Les Kellett, the hardest man in wrestling. Look at that. God, that's fucking cool. Anyway, Lobot, there are not words. The vintage Western mini cards, the Warlord book, these, like, look at this, Tez. There's a few of these, and they're really hard for me to hold up to the camera, but look at this little tiny Action Man. Wait, is it going to focus? Oh my God, look how small this is. Action Man Cowboy, toys for your toys. Isn't that fucking cool? And we have Cheyenne. We have a little Playmobil box. We have a Lone. Amazing, amazing. But Tez, check this out. So this is from '67. The Wrestler with Les Kellett on the back. Okay, we have some handbills here, which I'll show. Here's 71. Okay, and here's 72. Right? And what year is this? Thursday, May 29th. I don't see a year on this one. Bob Kirkwood. Okay. And let's see, this one is 73. Very cool. I'm showing them all to you. Here's one with Pat Roach on it right there. 73. And then look, here is, this to me is the piece de resistance. So here is a Les Kellett 71 handbill. Right? Isn't that cool, Tez? Hey, Carnage Collectibles, how you doing? And then look at this, Tez. So here's a ticket from 1969. And then on the back of it is a Les Kellett autograph. Isn't that fucking amazing? Isn't that amazing? Son of a bitch, that's fucking cool. God, that's cool. Jumpy! Let's see. Town 88, Haystacks, Nature Boy. Yeah. Gaylord Peacock, Steve Fury, Steve Casey, Jamaica Tiger. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. Man, British wrestling was the fucking shit there for a long time. Look at this, Jumpy. God. Isn't that fucking? I can't. I'm beside myself. And I said this earlier, but I'm gonna say it for the benefit of who just showed up. But so I'm gonna go to one of those art stores, and I'll have this professionally matted and framed. So we'll do like the wrestler. We'll do this less. It's a shame. I mean, it's a ticket, which is really cool in of itself. But if we frame it, we're gonna have to just do the autograph, and then we'll do this all in one mat, and then maybe we'll do these bills. There's 5 of them, so we'll do like two and two and one or something in a different mat. But these are awesome, Lobot. Everything you guys sent me is awesome. Here's the sideshow Crazy Horse from Mark, which is super cool. And these, look at these, like mini cards. There's 3 sleeves of these, which are very cool. And I'm not sure what year these are from, but these have to be, judging certainly by the artwork and the printing of the words on the back, you can see that's late 60s, huh? Mid to late 60s. That kind of font and stuff. That's super awesome. Super awesome. And then Tez, check out this. What? Yeah, you're from Bradford. Awesome. No, man, Bradford is cool because of Les. And Jumpy now. And then who was that? There was this like a famous serial killer who was from there too. Yeah, they would look cool in a frame. Oh yeah, photocopy the out. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then look at this. I have a pretty extensive Britain's collection, but I've never seen the mini set scenic model. And then see, it shows on the back. So it comes with the 2 cowboys and the Indian, and then you cut the box to create a scene. Isn't that cool? And I'm sure if I open this, which I don't think I will, but on the bottom of the bases, it will say a year. But I do not see it on the box. But yeah, look at that. The Yorkshire Ripper. Yeah, there you go. There you go. The Yorkshire Ripper. I don't know why I didn't remember that. But yeah, apparently he grew up not very far from Les Kellett's place. And I could be wrong, and she probably has passed away by now, but Les Kellett's widow lived quite a long time after he passed away. I don't think that she's still with us. But yeah, man, fucking Les. Yeah, Jimmy. We don't talk about Jimmy Savile. I thought that y'all don't talk about him either. Curry capital of the world. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. Mark, I thought you guys don't talk about Jimmy Savile anymore. Isn't that like a... Isn't that like a no-no in your country? Like we don't... Isn't that like Germany talking about World War II? Like, isn't that something like we don't... We don't talk about that. We do not talk about that. I have shit scattered everywhere, and my wife is going to be... She's not going to say anything because she's a wonderful, wonderful woman, but she's going to come in and she's going to go... You know what I mean? But she won't say anything because she's wonderful. She's wonderful. But she doesn't have to say anything. She doesn't have to say anything. I know that I'm fucking hard to live with. Hard to deal with. I know that. Oh, and so Lobot also sent these Tri-Logo Power of the Force, which I've never had Tri-Logo, and I think that's so cool. Yeah, she'll give you that look, but she won't say anything. Okay, how about Hugh Edwards? I'm not even sure if I know who that is. I'm not even sure. If any of you Britishers, and I don't even know if they even had one of these, but if anybody sees a lac, which is in the freeze frame line, if anybody sees a Tri-Logo lac, let me know. Let me know. Because that, like, I you know, I hate to say that I need one because none of us really need. I mean, I do kind of need that Les Kellett stuff, but none of us need, right? But that would be super cool too. But yeah, look at this Tri logo. Luke. Anyway, you fellas have outdone yourselves. And Mark had a video on his channel about this game. And so we need to do a video on this to Is the chat still working? My last stream oh, hey, there we go. My last stream, for some reason the chat froze. But I just see Palp saying nice. So that's cool. Anyway, awesome stuff. And then he sent me this, which is really cool. I got my carded Dick Tracy's here, and then I have some loose ones on a shelf right over there. But they're just like on the shelf. My house is kind of a wreck, but we could do a small tour of a few things that we have around here. Why not? Just making sure everything is, when I stand up, it's not going to go everywhere. Anyway, yeah. Lobot sent some amazing. Y'all go, if you didn't see the stream before, please go check it out. Testing chat, thank you. Waddington's from Leeds. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was about to say Waddington's. Which one of these things said Waddington's? Yeah, that's very cool. And it's 1964, it says on the back. So that's pretty awesome. And I remember your video on this, Mark. But yeah, that's a super cool. You think that they would have, I guess maybe they sold that in this country also, but perhaps not. I don't really know. Oh, was ZSR on? My bad. I hate to, I think the Western Britons are late. Yeah, that's what I figured too. I have some from the 70s, and I only have one part of a box, but it does look different, And like I said earlier, from this, you can kind of look at stuff and know when it's from the 60s, right? Like the font and the way the ink is and stuff. Same thing with those cards, which I just set somewhere. But anyway, the back of those cards and that Waddington's, like they all have the same kind of font and the same kind of coloring. Like the ink. It's hard to explain, but like if you look at, and maybe it's because they're using like the same artist, right? But if you look at this sky and the mountain of that, and you look at that, right? Like this one is a little more faded, but you can tell that this is either the same artist or it's this, it's the same type of ink and, probably even the same kind of cardboard and all that kind of stuff, right? And if you look at this font and the way the words are and compare that to this font, right? They're very similar. Very similar. So yeah, you can always kind of tell. And it's the same thing in America too. Like I have a couple, what were those comics that always did like the movies and stuff? God, I can't remember the name of that. But anything from the 60s, if you have any other 60s, even if it's from America, they all have the same look to it. Like, I don't know if that was just the way they had to do it for technology or maybe the research for marketing. They said this is the type of font and shit that you want to do. I'm not sure, but you can always kind of look at stuff and tell what era it's from. At least I can, Oh, here are those cards, yeah. See, if you look at the back of this, see that? Definitely the same ink. These are different on the front. This artwork is a different type of paint or ink or whatever, but this that was printed, you can see that's all the same. All the same. Same color blue. You know, it's like the old comics when nothing was. Oh, is it? That's from the 40s? Yeah, this is cool. Oh, this is from the 40s? Yeah, and the hold on, I put that. I may have already put that. Oh no, it's right here. I thought I put this on the shelf. So check out this World War II para regiment beret badge. That is cool. Hey, Hen. I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. How are you? So look at that. That's super cool. I have quite a couple of my grandfather's stuff from the war, um, dog tags and whatnot. I have my two of my grandfather's dog tags and my father's dog tags from Nam. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, Lobot, your house must be in immaculate shape because everything smells so good. Everything smells so good. Yeah, this is cool. I'll be using this for all kinds of things. Where's Lack? Yeah, awesome. A jaunty scarf. Yeah, super awesome. Yeah, I remember you. I remember you telling me that, Lobot, that your dad had a World War II military story. That's super cool. Yeah, check out Hen's live stream. Check out my last live stream where we opened this box. It was quite climactic. We've been celebrating this morning with some Glenlivet 14 in our coffee with a dash of amaretto, which amaretto is like my favorite. That's my favorite. Like I'm not a big flavor fucking guy. Like I chew Copenhagen snuff, you know. Oh, did it? The sideshow Crazy Horse. This is from Sideshow, and the line was called Six Gun Legends, I believe. And there's quite a few. There's a Wyatt Earp, a Doc Holliday, Crazy Horse, Billy the Kid, and General Custer. And they're all pretty fucking good looking. They're all pretty cool looking. And he came with a super accurate with working lever. This is an 1860. Yeah, climactic. Oh, totally. Totally. Yeah, absolutely climactic. Multiple. Multiple orgasms, Mark. And he comes with his Green River Old Hickory style butcher knife. Yeah, the accessories are super cool. I'll just need to get a stand. And then he has his tomahawk, which this, I'd have to look at it a little harder, but this is definitely, a trade tomahawk. I believe this would be modeled after the British trade tomahawk, as the French tomahawks usually had a part on the back. Oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can, Hen. I'm still young. I don't know what old dudes you've been pumping, but Lack can go all night and then some. And then some. Anyway, cool shit, man. Cool stuff. Everything unbelievable. I'm beside myself. I didn't have much of a plan for this. We opened the box on the last stream, and then it started storming, and there's a beg to differ. Men can't cope with multiples. Oh, yes. Boba Hex! Hey, brother. Good to see you. Everyone, I can confirm. Everyone say hello to Boba Hicks, our dear friend. He was the first person to ever call me a true YouTube influencer. No, I don't have to take a break. I don't have to take a break. Are you kidding me? I'll find and check it out. Oh yeah, do that. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, Boba Hicks said I was a true influencer because I convinced him to get the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover Merman. And I'm not even like a Motu guy, but that is a cool figure. Translucent figures are cool. Translucent figures are cool, for sure. Let me move a little bit of this stuff. Is there something else we should open? We opened that one Wolverine. I have this figure too. Now I have no idea who this guy is or what he's from, but I found this like at Ollie's for $9. And like that is a wicked looking fucker, dude. That is a cool figure. And I usually don't buy figures unless I like have plans for them or like I have a custom in mind, or I have a display, like a specific, I say, oh, I want to do Jabba's Palace, or I want to do the front of a comic, or something like that. But this guy was too cool. That I just got him. First of all, check out this cape that he comes with. It is a hard rubber. It is a hard rubber. Let's see if we can. He comes with these two hands, open hands, and this Build-A-Figure, which we will not take out at the moment because of reasons. Well, look at this guy. Like I said, I have no idea what this guy's all about, but like, why would you? That's a one mean looking fucker. And I maybe we should get some clear glow in the dark paint and do, maybe at least his face. Look at that. I don't know, you guys. I think that, like I said, if you know anything about, he is a Marvel Legends, but like, I don't remember this guy. And the Build-A-Figure is pretty cool. What are those things called? Minotaurs? But the only thing is, like, I don't know. If that fucker wasn't green, I would probably feel like I needed that. Marvel Scareglow. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, totally. But yeah, he is a fairly impressive. He seems like he would maybe team up with Lack. What's up, Blue? Yeah, black and white collection. I could see having a black and white collection just because you started getting this guy. Good to see you, Sasquatch. Good to see you, young man. Yeah, that's a cool. What do you think about some clear glow-in-the-dark paint? And maybe like doing his face or something. That'd be cool, huh? Who was the bad guy from Hellboy? I can't remember his name, but the Nazi guy. But this guy seems like he would hang out with that guy and maybe even like the Red Skull. Don't you think? Feel the glow. Yeah, glow-in-the-dark shit is cool. Translucent shit is cool. You don't want to take us. We'll end here shortly, but I guess we could look around the mothership a little bit. Let me disconnect. I have the charger going. Wow. And then let's go up here. So we have a pegboard here. Now this I'm looking for a Destro. See that? What's that guy's name? The Rose. I want to put Destro's head and hands on that guy. We have the Golden Girls. We have a Captain Spaulding from Captain Spaulding right there. We have quite a few Dick Tracy figures. We have a nice array of Batmans right there. Let me see. All right. Let's take a little let's take a little look around. Here we have our, whoa, our Mythic Legion's Headless Horseman. Let me get around here like this a little bit. Here we have some spray paint art above the door here. John Wayne over there in the corner. And, if you follow the channel, you've probably seen some of these. Here's a complete loose. This cat gun is like from 53 or something. Pretty cool. We have the Dick Tracy. That's Broomhandle Mauser is from the 70s. We have the, I'm missing the Michelangelo from the Wacky Wild West Adventure Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then we have our Headless Horseman, which is very cool. Very cool. We'll take a little look around. Little look around. Let's see. We saw pretty much everybody over there. We have the Andre right there. And we have the Man in Black and Inigo right there. Not too shabby, huh? Yeah. C96. Broomhandle Mauser. Hell yeah. We got some John Wayne right there. We have some swords right there. We have the some custom Fury and Dum Dum. We have the Mythic Legion's Moose. And we have the Naughty or Nice Santa Claus. When Christmas rolls around, we will open those Naughty or Nice. And I bought that Mythic Legion's Moose specifically for the Santa Claus, the Lumberjack Santa Claus. And we'll do like a whole Christmas display. We have some customs here. We have the Hitmen from Bullet right there. We have a couple more custom Furies right here. We have the first actual superhero, the Phantom, technically, because he had the spandex suit and the white. And then this I also got from Manic Plastic Toys. There's some veining on the two paints are not mixing well, so there's some veining on the. But yeah, check out Manic Plastic Toys because I got that in box for $40. For $40. And if anybody knows that's like super fucking good price. We have the Batman from Mr. B, the digital. We have a custom Billy Jack Playmobil right there. We have I have a video on my channel. This is the Toys McCoy Steve McQueen, which is limited to like 250. This is an extremely obscure Japanese 12-inch action figure. Yeah, no, but Jesus didn't wear spandex and he didn't have the white. They're saying the consensus is that the modern superhero wears spandex, right? And they have white eyes, right? So that's, of course, Jesus was the first superhero. And then we have the Sideshow John Wayne, which I have yet to open. And then we have a complete set, though we are missing accessories. We have a complete set of all 10 Cowboys of Moo Mesa. So that's cool. That's cool. There's a sweet picture of my Cubs with Dum Dum right there, hanging out. And let's see, here is the figure that Boba Hicks got. We have a translucent Mossman. And the other, yeah, Cowboys of Moo Mesa, good shit. And the other, what is that, Revelations Mossman? We've got them hanging out over here by the fish tank. My son and I, we caught all these fish in a couple local streams. Those are not store-bought fish. And then let's see, up here we have some Star Wars. Look at that. Oh, that's the Mythic Legion's horses. And then who do we have over? Let's see, which direction are we going here? Let's go this way. We got some Obi-Wans. And we have the indoor Micro Machine set there. And isn't that cool? That's wicked cool, huh? And then that's from our friend Figure Fever. He sent me that. We have the Lat Sivrak Gentle Giant Mini Bust. Check out the review on my channel. We also have the La Brea. We've not done a review on that yet, but we have that. And this also came from Figure Fever, this Morak. And then we have the Cantina Micro Machines, which is very cool. We have quite a few more stuff, but it's scattered throughout. There's a lot of stuff in the war room. We have this super awesome. So I bought this new in the package, still rolled up. I believe this is from '89. This is the Nick Fury Wolverine Scorpio connection. Great story right there. We have some artwork by Lack. Little totem there. Jesus was the first superhero. Here he is. So there's the hand of God, bringing forth his holy warriors and the tidal wave and washing over the earth, defeating the evil from below. What do you think of that? It's pretty deep, huh? So you can see, so this devil guy with his flying monkeys and his arms and his snake, and then, you know, this is like the earth with all the people. This guy's just sitting here waiting. He's like, well, right? And then there's like a tidal wave. Crazy. Gap! What's going on? What's going on, man? We have some art over here. The British people, you know, you remember when in like your grandmother's kitchen, they always had art of like dead ducks and dead fish hanging on the wall. So that's a pheasant. And we're not done here. Some scroll work. We have some mounted animal. If you go to Walmart, you know they have like the dollar animals. I get those and I mount them on the wall like they're taxidermy. I think that pheasant will be pretty cool when it's finished. Let's see. We have Lack fighting the beast, and they're gonna save this. So let that fucking sink in right there. Crazy. So yeah, I'm an artist. I am an artist. And I think that's about it that can really be shown. Anyway, good times. Lack is our new, yeah, hard as nails. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't get into it much, but I was raised in the wilderness. Spent a lot of time alone in the woods, and there's definitely spirituality, and there's definitely spirituality and things to for a person to learn. That's right. I missed some of your comments, but I'm sure that was a shock to some people. I see we lost some people. People were like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. But anyway, so yeah, we should do this again. I'm on my phone. I have to figure out. I should do a test. I need to figure out how to get guests on here without like leaving the stream. I don't know how you do that. So anyway, yeah, I lived in the woods for a long time. Shit on the ground. Use moss to wipe your ass and shit. So, but anyway, hey, this has been fun. I appreciate everybody. Make sure to go. Yes, Lack is our new spiritual leader. Do we? I like that. I like that. We love you. We love you. I love y'all too. I love y'all too. So, yeah, the house is a wreck, or we'd look at some more stuff. The Cubs were just here a little while ago, the day before yesterday, and like they just. But I don't, you know what I mean? I don't get to see them super often, so like I don't spend my time, you know, fucking giving them shit about shit. You know what I mean? So it's all good. It's all good. So. But anyway, yeah, check out the stream that I did earlier. Mail call from Lobot and Mark, and so you'll be able to see all of the amazing things. Um, Quite a few of them I did re-show on this stream, but there is a few more. You'll get a more in-depth look at everything. Lack doesn't smurf around. That's super cool. And everything that Lobot sent me came with a sweet note. And so make sure you watch the stream so you can get the full Lack for Wolverine. Yeah, totally. Totally. My hair used to do that. I need a haircut, but it used to do that. Rumor has it. Yeah, have a great day. Have a great day. I love you guys. We will take a break. Maybe we'll do this again. I'm pretty much free till 4 my time. So and you know when my Cubs are around, like y'all don't see me for like a week at a time, and that's because I got the Cubs. And me and the Cubs are always out doing shit, whatever they want. We go to the bounce house, we go to the playground, we do pretty much whatever. You know, I try to, you know, I just keep them fed and washed, and I say, hey, what do you want to do today? And they say, let's go to the fucking playground. And I go, yeah, let's go to the playground. Or they say, let's go to the bounce house. And I say, yeah, let's go to the bounce house. You know, so, but that's why y'all don't see me for like a week at a time, because I'm with the Cubs. But then when I don't have them, and especially when the missus is at work, like y'all are my family. You know, y'all truly are. You know, I don't have any family that lives locally, and I don't get to see or talk to them very often. And all the friends I ever had that I grew up with and shit, like they're all fucking dead, or they're so fucked up from drugs that you can't talk to them. They might as well be dead. So, but y'all, truly from the heart, like I love the community. I enjoy the camaraderie. We had a great time on Rum's stream earlier, and I'm always hoping that somebody will send me a link. You know what I mean? Like I know that sounds like not desperate, but like I always just want to fucking hang out and say hello and see how everybody's doing. So anyway, I have been General Lack Sivrak. I will continue to be. Thumbs up. Laser show. Can we get a laser show? Yeah. Let's get some fireworks. This is my son's favorite. Fireworks. Yeah. So anyway, we will do this again. We will do this again. I know. Hopefully, Kat will be on tonight. It is Friday. Brett, I believe, will be doing something tonight. Hopefully, they won't overlap. But if they do, we'll just go back and forth. We'll go back and forth. I'm not sure what other plans there are as far as who's going live or going to be around. But you know, at least pop over, say hi, give the thumbs up. Do all that good stuff. Geek Strong, I love you, brother, and I hope you're doing well. And let's all take a Spice Runners Lounge tonight. Okay, cool. Let's all take a moment in our day to say a prayer for Rolando. He did get out of the hospital, but he is recovering. We also need to think about our friend Gary at Gary's Grails. He was just this morning admitted to the hospital, and they're not, as far as I know at this moment, they're not really sure what's going on. So let's keep him in our thoughts. We also need to keep Captain Spaulding in our prayers for a quick recovery from his car accident, and also thinking about him. He lost his niece a few weeks ago. And if there's anyone else I'm unaware of that is needing our prayers and all of our love sent to them, make sure you let us know, okay? Because positive thoughts from people is gonna, it does help. Lack knows because he is the spiritual leader. Um, it really there's only two people here, but I'm going to tell you this real quick. So we went to a rodeo last night, and it's one of the few things that you go to anymore where they have like a public prayer, and before like the national anthem, and like, man, when you can feel the positivity, and you can feel the spirit moving among 2,000 people. It really it's real. It's fucking real. So let's all just be positive. We do our best that we can. We send our love and our prayers and our affection to all of our friends. And, together we will get through this. We will get through this. I fucking do a 30-minute outro. Anyway, I have been General Lax Sivrak. I will continue to be. We're going to try not to drink this entire bottle today. But anyway, I love you guys, and I appreciate you two that are still here. And as always, I will see you on down the trail. All right? I love you guys.